Hi guys, my name is Swanbana from DLEstarter.com. Welcome to video tutorial series. Um, First I want you guys got to excuse me because my voice kind of a little bit messy. I'm trying to adjust between Omega and Thailand time frame right now, daytime, nighttime. So I got some allergy. Um, Anyways, in the tutorials, I would like to show you how to install web server to install DataLife engine on your local host on your local computer. So let's get started. Let's not waste our time. So first thing first, we're gonna download the software from web server. Web server. Um, we're gonna go to that website and download the software. Just click download button. Now over here you will have two options. One is for 32-bit window and the other one for 64-bit window. Is depend on your system you are running. So in my case I'm running Windows 7 64-bit Windows, so I'm gonna download 64-bit version. So right here, long story short, I'm already downloaded here on my laptop, so I'm gonna start to install it. Just double click on that application you just downloaded. Oh, it's a little bit slow because I'm running on battery on my laptop. So click run, and web server 2 come with Apache 2.2.21 and MySQL Server 5.5.16 and PHP MyAdmin 3.4.5. So that's all three major software that we need. All the rest of it is gonna be just add-on. So I'm gonna click next and accept the agreement. Next, and over here you can install on different drive, different hard drive you have on your laptop, on your computer. So in my case I have a few partitions, so I'm gonna install on the D drive. So click next, and I'm gonna create desktop icon for easy access. Click install. This is gonna take less than a minute, so it won't take long. And then this software is require maybe 200 megabyte of your hard drive. And next window, this window will ask you which web browser you want to use as default for your web server. When you open something from web server link software icon, that's web browser gonna use as default. In my case I like Firefox, so I'm gonna use Mozilla Firefox and click on Firefox, and then there you go. And this is SMTP. I'm not gonna set up anything on my local computer, so just leave it as default. Click next. Now you're done. Web server is now completely installed. When you click on that, you will notice the icon. You will see the icon on the taskbar here. So this is web server. When it become green, which means web server is already ready, is already running. So before we go forward, we have a couple options to make adjustment. The first thing is the new version of web server doesn't enable rewrite module on your on Apache by default, so you're gonna have to enable it. So we will enable it by go to web server icon right here, and then go to Apache module, and scroll down until you see rewrite module right here. Click enable. When you enable it, your web server is gonna restart automatically, so without you have to do anything. The other thing is this is required by DataLife engine. is output buffering. Output buffering on WAMP server 2 is enable, I mean turn on by default. So we have to turn it off because on DataLife engine is required, I mean recommend to turn it off. Let's say go to installation guide. Over here we have installation and upgrade. If you can see here, you will have output buffering. The recommendation is disable by default. Disable. This is recommendation. But on WAMP server 2 is turned on by default. I mean enable by default. We have to disable. To do so, we have to go to PHP and PHP INI. Over here we can just search for output buffering. Right here we found it. Oh, little bit more. Oh, right here. See, it's turned on by default. We have to turn it off. Just change the value from on to off and then save and close. Now we have to restart because when you manually edit the system file, the server will not restart by default, so we have to restart again until we get green. That means we have the server is ready. So now we're gonna install DataLife engine. So I install it on install WAMP server on D drive. I'm gonna go to D drive over here. In the WAMP server folder, you will have the folder name www. That is your default website. Anything you put in this directory, you can access using web browser to go there. Like let's say I go to localhost, enter right here. You will have your project. Nothing here because if you put anything in there, it will show. So let's go ahead and install DataLife engine, which is I just download from our website. So what you need from the package is just the upload folder right there. So I'm gonna drag and drop over here password DLE starter.com. Okay, now it's gonna copy the folder upload to my web server folder. So copy. There you go. Where you have it. I'm just gonna close this window. And over here, after I copy the folder to www folder, I want to rename it. So if I want something else on this inside this folder, I will be recognize which one is which project. So in this folder, I'm gonna rename to DLE 95 right there. So we go to refresh here. See here, you see 95. Just click on it. It will show you DataLife is not installed. We have to run install. So the first thing right now, before we install, we have to create database, because I don't have the one yet. We just install WAMP server. To create database, we have to go to a PHP MyAdmin right there. Click on the WAMP server icon and go to PHP MyAdmin. The PHP MyAdmin is blank. All this is just schema for the database. So to add the database, we have to go to database tab, and now we go create our database. Let's say name it DLE 95 for DataLife Engine 9.5 version. Click create. The database is created. Database is still empty. If you want to create a different username or password, you can do so on privileges tab. Otherwise, you can just use root as username with no password. So if you want, you can create your different username and password. In my case, I just use on my local host on my computer, so nobody gonna access it. So I'm gonna leave it as blank. So now we are ready to install. Just type in install.php, run install, and start installation, and accept the agreement, continue. See that all requirement output buffering. If I don't disable is this one gonna show at red enable. So we just disable it. So all requirement, all recommendation is critical. Click continue. On file permission, you don't have to set on Windows because Windows is a Linux system. Windows you don't have to set any permission. It's writable automatically. So just click continue. Over here your website URL is view automatically select to your default URL. So we just leave it right there. Database name we just created. Oh, my voice is getting messy right now. We just create DLE 9.5. Username we just use root. Now, and password we didn't create. I didn't create it, so just leave it as blank. So username I'm gonna use DLE starter, and password. Email. This one SEO I believe is as yes, and click continue. There you go. The DataLife engine is already installed on your computer. Is ready to use. You can see it live just like that. If you want to make sure that your mod rewrite enable correctly, just click on one of those links. See that it's go without error, without any problem. So let's try to log in. And add new is working fine, which means everything is correct setting. We can go to admin, check out. Over here, don't worry on your local host. You have nothing to worry about because first thing, install. I can delete, I can rename. It doesn't matter because it's not gonna affect anything on, because nobody can see anyway. On the rest about htaccess file, you cannot set to 444 because on Windows you are not be able to set anything at all. Unless you are running on web server that running Linux or anything like that, those server you can set to 444. So just wait only. So anything else, we will show you in the next tutorial how to use DataLife in detail, how to set up some options, some setting, and how to do everything about DataLife engine. This video I just show you how to install localhost and how easy it is to install. So let's try to I got some template over here that I designed for our website that many of you have downloaded and used it. Well, so if I want to use one of those, and just let's go to C starter, I just copy and put it in my folder right here. Just copy and paste. So now I'm gonna refresh this page, so I can see the list of template that available. See that C starter. See that if you want to test your template, your theme, or any design or anything like that, localhost is the best option for you to test, to check anything. So that's why we always recommend to use localhost better than any other option. So that's it, folks. In next video I'm going to show you how to move your website from your web server down to your local host, so you can adjust, you can customize, you can edit, you can delete, you can remove anything about your website, and then when you are done you can move from your local host back to your web server. So I will show you how to do that in next tutorial, and also after that I'm going to show you how to check how to set anything about DataLife engine, learn the basic, what is DataLife engine all about, and how to add out, how to manage username, how to manage user group, how to set basic setting that should require by any web server for better performance, for better security for your website that using DataLife engine. So stick around for next tutorial. Thank you for watching.